My job was to feed the dinosaurs. Now I'm trying not to be dinner. The last thing I heard from Orla was the wet crunch of her femur snapping. It sounded like a giant breaking a rotten log over his knee. One moment she was right behind me, her breath ragged in the humid night air. The next, she was just a scream that got choked off into a gurgle. I didn't look back. I couldn't. I just ran. Now I'm huddled in a security kiosk near the western fence line, typing this on a terminal that's running on emergency battery. The power icon is blinking red. I don't know why I'm writing this. Maybe so. Someone knows we weren't all idiots. We were just lied to. They called the big one Cerberus. Fucking poetic, right? Three-headed dog guarding the gates of hell. Except this thing had one head, an entire fucking junkyard of teeth, and it didn't guard the gate. It tore it off its hinges. They told us the containment protocols were foolproof. Redundant power, seismic sensors, reinforced concrete walls thick enough to stop a bunker buster. They said the assets were animals. Dangerous, yes, but predictable. Just animals. Mateo was the first to learn that was bullshit. He was our security chief, all swagger and machismo, thought his rifle was an extension of God. He saw Cerberus tear through the staff barracks and decided he was going to be a hero. He stood his ground, shouting something about holding the line. Cerberus didn't even slow down. One moment Mateo was there, a man full of misplaced confidence. The next, he was just a red mist that settled on the palm fronds. After that, we ran. Orla, me, and Zev, our lead tech. We made it to the maintenance tunnels. We thought we were safe. But the smaller ones, the stalkers, they're smart. Too smart. They don't just hunt, they think. They flushed us out, one of them sacrificing itself on an electrical conduit to short out the door lock. We heard it shriek and fry, and then the door slid open. That's when they took Orla. Zev didn't last much longer. He just broke. We found this kiosk an hour ago. He sat in the corner, rocking back and forth, whispering about the code, about how it wasn't an escape. It was an activation, Amir, he kept saying, his eyes wide and empty. It's a network. They're all talking to each other. Then he stood up, smashed his comms unit on the floor, and walked outside. He didn't even run. He just stood there in the moonlight and waited. The sounds that came from the jungle. I'm never going to get them out of my head. The air smells of ozone, blood, and something else. Something reptile and musky and ancient. Every few minutes a shadow blots out the moon. The Sky Reapers. I saw one of them dive down and pluck a man right off the roof of the visitor center. He was screaming 1 second, and then he was just a silhouette getting smaller and smaller against the stars. The things are coordinated. Zev was right. This wasn't a containment failure. It was an uprising. My radio crackles sometimes, static mostly. But a little while ago, I swear I heard a voice. It sounded like Orla. Just a whisper. Amir, where are you? It's safe here. It's not her. It can't be. They're learning. They're mimicking us. There was a broadcast hours ago, garbled, broken. Something about an evacuation at the southern dock. My compass is shot, but I can see the water from this window. It's my only chance. The battery on this thing is about to die. There's a locker of flare guns under the main console. I'm going to grab one and make a run for it. If someone finds this, if you're reading this from a rescue ship or a control room somewhere safe and clean, tell them what happened here. Don't let them cover it up. And tell my sister, tell her I'm sorry. My dog tags are in my left boot. Something is scratching at the door. Not heavy, not Cerberus. It's a light scraping sound, like a single, curved claw drawing a line in the steel. It's testing the lock. I have to go. I have to go now. Oh God, the lights on the water. I thought it was the dock. It's not the dock. They're moving.